LeBron James and Steph Curry.
Takes it out under the basket.
They play the game of basketball very differently, yet they're two of the best players on the court. While they differ in many ways, their priorities align in one aspect: sleep.
Whatever you can do can never, ever substitute for sleep. That is the greatest recovery for an athlete like myself, for athletes all over the world.
Both athletes sleep around 8 to 9 hours per night, supplementing this with a 2 to 3 hour nap during the day. Could sleep be the secret sauce? And should we all be prioritizing sleep to enhance our physical performance? Let's find out.
Lebron James kicks it high off the window.
I slept last night from 12 to 8. I got up, ate breakfast, and I went back to sleep from 8:30 to 12:30.
Around Kevin Durant.
Shoot.
The Stanford basketball team compared their players' performance after 6 hours of sleep with 10 hours. After 10 hours, their half-court and full-court sprints were faster. They also shot the ball with 9% more accuracy. Now, these improvements are far from trivial. At the highest level, or any level for that matter, 9% more accuracy could be the difference between hitting the game winner or missing it.
Forecourt in on Anunoby, gets shoved toward the side, banks it up. Oh, he did it again.
That's left me wanting more. Could this increased accuracy be due to changes in the brain?
Sleep is probably the greatest legal performance-enhancing drug that few athletes are abusing enough.
It turns out sleep actually shifts the way that movements are processed in the brain. Stay with me here. A study took two groups of people. Each one had to type 41324 with their non-dominant hand on a keyboard. The first group were trained on this at 10 AM and tested at 10 PM. The second group were trained at 10 PM and tested at 10 AM. So a night's sleep was the difference between them. They found that a night's sleep results in a 20% increase in motor speed without loss of accuracy, while an equivalent period of time during wake provides no significant benefit. Brain scans supported this too. After sleep, the subject showed an activation in different areas of the brain, changes supportive of faster motor output and more precise mapping of the movements. So what does this mean? When we sleep, we allow the brain to streamline the processing of the movement. When we first learn a skill, it takes lots of brain power. We're consciously processing every single micro movement of every single muscle. For a basketball shot, we're focused on bending the knees to generate power, grasping the ball in the right way, and extending the arms to hit the shot with perfect accuracy. That's a lot to process. Over time, as we master the skill, there's this shift between conscious and subconscious processing. By using sleep, we speed up this process, prioritizing the essential inputs, making the movement second nature.
It's after performance where sleep is critical, because that's where you need recovery and restitution of tissues.
When we exercise, we create micro tears in our muscles. You can thank those tears for that horrible feeling when you walk up the stairs after leg day. These small tears are then repaired, but the body recognizes that the muscles need to be stronger for future use. You therefore rebuild them bigger and stronger, adapting to the environment around you. During sleep, we release growth hormone. The clue's in the name, really. It's fundamental for muscle growth and regeneration, and we also make more protein during sleep. This accelerates our recovery time from these sports we do. When we deprive athletes of sleep, some of them could maintain maximum performance, but most had reduced muscle endurance.
So if you're sleeping 6 hours or less as an athlete, your time to physical exhaustion is dropped by 30%. The less sleep that you had, the higher your injury risk. When you were sleeping 6 hours or less, you had an 80% chance of getting injured during the season. If you were sleeping 9 hours a night, you were only, I think it was at 15 to 20% injury risk.
So the level of fear that he inspired in others was insane. And I would tell him, I said, when I face him, we're gonna go at it. He said, oh, you don't wanna do that. I'm like, what? Man, you don't know me, man.
When you're playing a sport, you have to make quick decisions. And if that decision wasn't the right one, you can't get too hung up on it. Sleep loss significantly impacts our ability to do this. Losing sleep makes you more likely to make bad decisions on the court and then get hung up on them and let it affect the rest of your performance. Scientists found that sleep loss causes detriments to most aspects of cognitive function and mood stability during sports. Becoming a world-class athlete is far from simple. It relies on training, nutrition, mindset, genetic traits, and so many more factors. Sleep is a factor that's often neglected, but that's essential for both physiological and psychological health. Rather than training an extra 2 hours, get an extra 2 hours of sleep. Your mind and body will thank you. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, subscribe. And if you'd like to read the sources of this research, then visit jackclose.com. And I will see you very soon. Thank you very much.